My name is Lisa, and I recently joined a company as a mid-career hire in a sales role. I'm still getting used to the new environment, but I'm doing my best in my own way.
All right then, Lisa, let's move forward with this deal under the current terms starting next month.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to working with you.
As expected of you, Lisa. I was impressed at your last job too. You really do excellent work. This deal was a tough one, but you managed to turn it into something that benefits both sides. That's impressive.
Oh, not at all. I just try to approach work with respect and professionalism.
Ah, sure, that may sound basic, but that's exactly what makes it so remarkable. By the way, have you got news to your new company yet?
Kind of. I'm still in the process of building relationships with people there.
Yeah, that can be tough.
It is, but it's important, so I'm putting a lot of effort into it.
I get that. I used to go out of my way to show my face around and make a good impression too.
Sounds like we're doing pretty much the same things.
Hey, if I'm doing things like you, that gives me some confidence.
Noah, don't you think you're flattering me a bit too much?
Really? Well, in that case, I'd better leave before I get in trouble for overdoing it.
All right, thanks for today. I look forward to working with you again.
Same here. Take care.
I had started handling more of these kinds of business meetings, and I felt like things were finally beginning to fall into place. But then,
Hey Reiko, have you heard the rumors about that new mid-career hire?
Yeah, you mean Lisa from the sales department. Or more specifically, the one assigned to your team, right? I've heard she's pretty capable. Why? Is something going on?
Well, word is she's using her looks to influence clients during negotiations. Apparently, that's how she's been getting good numbers even before she joined us.
Would she really do something like that? What do you think, Riku?
That's not all, she's also been slacking off and pushing her work onto others. As the president's daughter, what's your take on that?
Slacking off, huh? If that's actually true, I can't just let it slide.
Exactly, right? Honestly, seeing someone like her getting all this attention just kills morale for the rest of us. Do you think you could do something about it?
All right. If Lisa's really that kind of person, then she doesn't belong in this company. Leave it to me, I'll make sure she's out.
it seemed that some troubling conversations had been happening between my boss, Riku, the head of sales, and Reiko, the company president's daughter. And then, one day,
Hey, you've got a minute.
oh, Reiko. Is something wrong?
I should be the one asking that. Just what exactly do you think you're doing? I spoke with the department head. I heard you had great results at your previous job, but here, doesn't seem like you're delivering at all.
That came from the manager. Well, I suppose that's true. I haven't produced visible results yet, but I'm still in the preparation stage for my sales work. The outcomes will come.
Stop, don't make excuses. Maybe the problem is how you work in the first place. If you have time to talk smoothly like that, you should spend it rethinking your whole approach.
Wait. What? Reiko, hold on. Out of nowhere, Reiko started confronting me like this. And ever since then, she's been constantly nitpicking everything I do.
Hey Lisa, why are you slacking off?
Reiko. I'm not slacking off, actually.
Oh really? You were just pretending to make coffee in the break room so you could waste time, right?
No, I was just making some for everyone while we worked.
There you go again, making excuses and trying to act like you're not slacking.
I mean, if you say so, but
Ha. Just like I thought, she's caught the president's daughter's eye. Serves her right.
just like that, I had clearly become Reiko's target. One day, while I was still struggling with how to deal with her behavior.
Lisa, it's been quite a while now. Still no improvement in your performance.
Even if you say that, I'm still in the preparation phase.
There's that excuse again. Honestly, for your own good, and for the company's, you should really consider your future, hey.
What? You mean?
At the very least, don't you think it's time to seriously consider stepping away from sales? If you stick around any longer, you'll just drag down the entire team's morale. Someone who's contributed nothing is just dead weight, and it's time to let that go.
I see. In that case, I have no objections. Not just sales, I'd like to resign from the company altogether.
Though, I didn't expect you to give in so easily.
I'm sorry for causing trouble without even realizing it myself.
Wow, you are being eerily humble about this. Well, whatever. In that case, I'll use my authority to accept your immediate resignation.
Hell yeah. Serves her right.
And just like that, I left the company the same day I resigned. But the very next day, I was unexpectedly summoned back. Excuse me. You wanted to see me, President Taro?
Lisa, I'm so sorry to have called you out like this on such short notice.
I don't see why you'd bother summoning her again.
So, what exactly did you need from me?
This is why. I owe you a deep apology. What my daughter did was inexcusable.
What? Dad, what are you doing?
Quiet. This is all your fault in the first place. It's clear I failed in raising you properly. I'm truly sorry, Lisa. So please, I'm asking you, would you give us another chance?
Wait, what? Why are you going that far?
I understand, President Taro. But when you say another chance,
I know it may be selfish to ask after everything you've been through, but I want you to come back to our company. Please.
What? Are you serious, Dad? After all the work I did to finally get her out of here?
Work? You mean meddling. That's what you did.
Meddling. I was doing it for the sales department. No, for the whole company.
If that's what you think, you've got no business being in management. How exactly is driving leased out supposed to benefit this company?
I told you. She got good numbers before by using shady tactics. And when that stopped working here, her performance tanked. On top of that, she was dumping her work onto others.
so that's how you saw me.
Lisa, I'm truly sorry. I know you're not like that, but Reiko has this habit. Once she gets an idea in her head, she charges forward without seeing what's around her.
Don't compare me to some kind of rampaging boar.
So does this mean I'm allowed to return to the company?
Yes, absolutely. I promise you better treatment than before, whatever it takes.
Better treatment. Why are you so obsessed with bringing Lisa back?
President Taro kept bowing his head, sincerely apologizing to me, while Reiko stood there, clearly shaken by the scene. And then, suddenly,
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let me explain what's really going on here.
Why, you're Noah, from one of our biggest client companies. Wait, when did you even get into the president's office?
Hey now, don't make it sound like I broke in or something. I'm here for a meeting with the president. I just happened to overhear your conversation on my way in, so I figured I'd step in.
My apologies. I didn't mean to drag you into this, Noah.
No need to apologize. Losing someone like Lisa would be a huge loss for both of us.
Why, you too, Noah. Who is Lisa really?
So you really didn't know anything about her. Lisa was the top performing salesperson at her last company. She's well known in our industry.
Top performer. And well known.
That's right. Honestly, everyone was shocked when she agreed to leave her last company. I'd love to know what kind of magic you used to get her to come here.
No tricks. I simply asked her with genuine sincerity. I truly wanted someone like Lisa to help lead our company into the future. But look how that turned out.
You mean, you personally headhunted her, Dad?
She was worth that much. And yet you.
to be honest, it really hurt to be treated so unfairly and accused like that.
Wait a minute. That's not what I heard at all. Riku said all sorts of things about you. Weren't you using your looks to flirt your way through sales? That's how you got results, right?
I swear, I've never done anything like that.
Sure, Lisa is beautiful, but she's never used that to manipulate clients. I can vouch for that.
No way. Then what about pushing your work onto others?
I've helped people out, yes, but I've never dumped my own work on anyone else.
Maybe someone saw her handing off something she helped with and misunderstood the situation?
Now that you mention it, it did kind of look like that.
Reiko, clearly misled by what she'd been told, could only stare in shock at President Taro and Noah's words. And then, suddenly,
Excuse me, Mr. President, we have a serious problem.
Speak of the devil. What is it, Riku? We're in the middle of an important discussion here.
My apologies, sir, but wait, what? Why is she here?
That's not important right now. What's the matter?
Right, sorry. It's just, ever since news got out about Lisa's resignation, we've been flooded with calls from clients pulling out of their contracts.
No way. She had that much influence.
Damn it! I knew this would happen.
So it's already started, huh?
Well, yeah. Think about it. If someone like Lisa walks out on a company, people are going to take notice. To be honest, depending on how today went, I was planning to pull our contract too.
What? Even from you, one of our biggest partners. This is a disaster.
That just shows how capable Lisa is and how much trust she's earned.
You're making me blush with all this praise. But yeah, several of our clients had been working with me directly, and we were on the verge of finalizing some major deals. They went to great lengths to push those deals through, for me, not just the company.
So when you said you were in the preparation phase, you meant that?
Right. But I got let go right before those deals could go through. To the clients, it probably looked like the company just used me and threw me away. That's why they lost trust.
No. Riku, what the hell is going on here? This is nothing like what you told me.
Well, that is.
You don't even have a proper excuse. You just filled my head with lies. Damn it. I can't believe I fell for it. Why would you do something like this?
I knew about Lisa's reputation too. That's exactly why I felt threatened, like she'd take my position as sales director.
What? You dragged me into this just to protect your own title.
That's not all. If I get demoted, I'm screwed. I've still got a mortgage, and keeping up with my current lifestyle would be impossible.
Wow, that's one hell of a selfish reason.
Shut up. I've been working my butt off for myself and my family. If someone threatens that, of course I'm going to try to eliminate them.
I can't believe this. You lied and manipulated me. All for that.
Ha! No matter how high and mighty you act, you're just a naive, sheltered little daddy's girl. You don't know the first thing about people's darker motives. That's why someone like me could take you for a ride.
All right, that's enough. Don't you think you're a little too proud of yourself for being a liar?
Whatever. It's all out in the open now, nothing I can do about it.
I can't believe this. What have I done?
Reiko was left stunned, realizing she had been completely used by Riku. And then...
Reiko, your ability to judge people still needs a lot of work. I'm not going to overlook what happened, but I hope this was a harsh lesson for you.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And Riku, what the hell were you thinking, all for the sake of protecting your own position? I'm even less inclined to forgive you than I am Reiko. If you hate demotion so much, then congratulations, you're officially demoted, effective immediately.
What? You're really going to cut loose an employee who's given everything to this company?
Don't act surprised. You practically bragged about what you did. You knew this was coming. Frankly, demotion is generous. I could easily hit you with a lawsuit for damages.
Damages? But I just told you I can't afford that kind of money.
Stop whining. You complain about demotion. You cry about money. What will you take responsibility for then? So tell me, how exactly do you plan to make up for the damage you caused?
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
That's why I said financial damages. You need to feel the weight of what you did in a form that's impossible to ignore.
No. Please, wait. There has to be another way to take responsibility.
Fine. Then you'll spend the rest of your career as a regular employee. You'll work for less than half your current salary until retirement, serving this company without complaint.
No way. How did it come to this?
As President Taro's fury echoed through the room, Riku's face turned pale with despair. While he stood there, speechless.
Lisa, I'm so sorry for everything. Because of my immaturity, I could only see you through a biased lens.
I'm not really sure what to say.
Reiko, don't tell me you think a simple apology is enough to make this all go away.
No, I mean, maybe just a little, but I truly regret believing everything I was told and hurting you because of it. So, I'm really sorry from the bottom of my heart.
I see. Thank you for being honest. In the end, you weren't the one truly at fault. I know you acted out of concern for the company. So, maybe this sounds a little condescending, but I'll accept your apology, Reiko.
Lisa, thank you so much.
You'd really forgive her. I was considering giving her the same punishment as him over there.
Yes. Anyone can make mistakes. As long as she reflects and learns from it, I'm willing to let it go.
Wow, Lisa. Then how about me? I'll apologize too, please forgive me.
Even if Lisa forgave you, I never will.
I never planned to forgive you in the first place, so just give it up.
What? Why me? Why am I the only one who doesn't get forgiven?
Because you tried to push others down for your own gain. If you want forgiveness, show it with your actions, not just words.
Exactly. If you want to stay in this company, you need to work harder than anyone else to prove you belong here.
Unbelievable. Why is it always me who ends up like this?
And so, Riku was officially demoted to a regular employee due to everything that happened. He spent his days bowing to his former subordinates. But with his pride too wounded to endure that humiliation, he eventually resigned on his own. After that, he tried hard to find another job, but with the stigma of his demotion, opportunities were scarce. In the end, even when he finally landed a new position, he was forced to bow his head to younger colleagues. At home, his reduced salary led to cold stares from his family. And at work, he had to endure the humiliation of constant submission. Such became the miserable daily life of Riku. As for me, I returned to work under President Taro.
Hey, Reiko, you're really starting to get the hang of things, huh?
Thank you. It's all thanks to my dear big sister.
Hey, Reiko. We agreed you wouldn't say that in front of other people.
Wait. Lisa, are you seriously making the president's daughter call you big sister?
No. Not at all. Reiko just started calling me that on her own.
I mean, after everything I did, you forgave me and took the time to mentor me. What else could I possibly call you except big sister?
I'd really prefer if you just called me Lisa, you know.
I could never. Calling you just by your name feels way too disrespectful.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just want you to call me by my name, that's all.
Oh, Lisa Sommer. Did I really just say that?
Wow. You guys sure look like you're having a good time.
Noah, please don't look off into the distance like that. Since then, I've been leading a busy but fulfilling life. Now that all the groundwork has paid off, my performance numbers have finally taken off. And I'm happy to say I've once again become the top performer. You could say things are going perfectly. But, well, there's one thing that's been a bit of a problem, Reiko. Don't get me wrong, I'm genuinely glad she's warmed up to me since everything that happened. But how do I put this? Her admiration feels a little too intense. Like, her sense of personal space is off. I actually tried addressing it firmly once, hoping to set some boundaries. But instead of backing off, she got weirdly emotional and even more attached. So now I try not to push too hard. And so, while silently shooting a pleading glance toward Noah, who, upon seeing Reiko's latest antics, has started staring off into the distance again, I dive into another busy and productive day at work. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.